Welcome to our business segment, where we learn how to start and run various businesses in Kenya. We highlight everything you need to know to start your favorite business. Today, we are going to discuss the yogurt business. But before we introduce you to the idea of yogurt production and marketing, think of it this way. A liter of raw milk at the farm goes for about 50 Kenyan shillings. Each liter of milk can produce 3 or 4 tumblers of 250 minerable yogurt, which currently retail at 55 Kenyan shillings each. In a nutshell, a liter of milk, if converted to yogurt and marketed the right way, can give as much as 220 Kenyan shillings, which is equivalent to a 500% value addition, or 300% when you deduct all expenses. Does that awaken your business curiosity? Well, if it doesn't, you probably aren't an entrepreneur. However, it is good to mention that most businesses seem to make more when doing calculations on a piece of paper than when you start the business because there are always unforeseeable costs. If you are new here, please remember to subscribe to our channel. Now, let us dive in and learn what it takes to start a yogurt business in Kenya. The demand for yogurt has been rising steadily since 2010, and the market remains significantly undersupplied in some parts of the country, especially in rural areas. This means there are opportunities for startups to thrive if they offer specialized services, good branding, and unique recipes. The good thing about this kind of business is that it is relatively easy to start, and contrary to common belief, it does not cost much to set up. With as little as 100,000 Kenya shillings, you can start a small production plant and re-inject the capital as your company passes various stages of growth. Here is a simple step-by-step guide on how you, yes you, can start a successful yogurt-making business today. Step 1. Learn how to make yogurt. In this digital era, you can learn how to prepare a world-class recipe on your own through constant practice via this medium. So go to YouTube, food.com, or any other top website and teach yourself how to make nice yogurt. Then, invest 2 liters of milk and use it to practice different methods you will learn on different YouTube channels. Step 2. Invest in equipment. With a small budget, you need to plan wisely to get maximum value from each investment. You will need a few high-quality saucepans, sufurias, a thermometer, a milk sieve, a weighing scale, and a firewood kitchen. You can start a small outlet where you sell yogurt to local customers using cups. You can also sell tea, mandazi, and other snacks to generate some income from the locals. As your company advances, you will need to think about packaging. For that, you will approach a company that manufactures plastic tumblers. A very well-known example locally is TechPack Industries Limited, which is located in the industrial area of Nairobi. With as little as 20,000 Kenya shillings, you can get enough branded tumblers that you will be using to package your yogurt for supply. Later, you will need to invest in a pasteurizer to replace your firewood kitchen. A pasteurizer is basically an advanced boiler, and a good one goes for 350,000 Kenya shillings or so. You can get one supplied by local firms. A good example is Finken Holdings Limited, which is located in the industrial area of Nairobi. Step 3. Get KEBS certification and a single business permit. You need a business permit before you start any operations. If you choose to start packaging the yogurt, you will need a KEBS certificate. So, how do you get the certificate? Familiarize yourself with the specific standards and requirements set by KEBS for yogurt production and packaging. These standards typically cover quality, safety, labeling, and packaging. You can visit their website, call them, or visit their offices in Nairobi. Ensure that your production facility meets the hygiene and structural requirements specified by KEBS. This may involve adequate space, proper equipment, and sanitation procedures. Conduct laboratory testing of your yogurt products to ensure they meet the quality and safety standards KEBS sets. This testing is usually done to verify factors such as microbial content, chemical composition, and nutritional labeling. Prepare and organize all necessary documentation, including product formulations, ingredient lists, production processes, and quality control measures. KEBS will review this documentation as part of the certification process. Submit an application for KEBS certification along with all required documentation and test results. You may need to pay applicable fees as part of the application process. If you are producing good quality products with the recommended packaging and stuff like that, getting a KEBS certification is a no-brainer. A typical certification process will cost you about 32,000 Kenya shillings. Remember that KEBS certification is typically valid for a certain period, often 1 year, and requires renewal. You will need to undergo periodic inspections and testing to maintain certification. Ensure that your yogurt product labels comply with KEBS regulations regarding information such as ingredients, nutritional content, batch numbers, and expiration dates. Step 4. Get started and market widely. The only thing that is missing is the market. You can start small by marketing to neighboring households and institutions. For instance, you can approach your nearest kindergarten and give them a discount so they can order from you frequently. You can even hire a few salespeople who can be hawking your products in commuter buses. Besides that, you must approach the big retail outlets. Consider supermarkets, government institutions, and so forth. What you should basically do within the first few months of operation is to build a name for yourself and get as many retailers as possible to stock your product. How much to invest? You can start without the pasteurizer and use around 100,000 Kenyan shillings to set up a firewood kitchen. However, if you are really considering serving a big market, then it's important to factor in the 350,000 Kenya shillings price of the pasteurizer. How much to expect? In return, you can buy milk from farmers at a price of 40 Kenya shillings per liter and then sell your final product at 200 Kenya shillings per liter or 50 Kenya shillings per 250 ml tumbler. Actually, the current market price per tumbler of yogurt is about 58 Kenya shillings. Assuming you sell 1,000 liters monthly, that will equal 200,000 Kenya shillings in sales revenue. That could translate to a net profit of 100,000 Kenya shillings per month after deducting all expenses. The ball is in your court. Remember, even those big companies you see today were once small ideas that seemed too difficult to implement. So psyche yourself up and go for it. At ELISAMO TV, we wish you the best.